Hello, I'm that James guy, and this is my 2008 Kawasaki KLR650 that I got a couple weeks ago, month ago, whenever that was. And you saw in my last ride, we took it for a rip, and I noticed that it is geared higher than normal. It has a 16-tooth sprocket on the front. It's supposed to have a 15-tooth sprocket on the front. So yeah, the RPMs are a little low on the highway. First gear is a bit long in the trails. So today, $21.99 on Amazon, shipped to my door in 2 days. We are going to switch the sprocket over and then perhaps take this thing for a rip and see how much of a difference it made. This is a 15-tooth sprocket. The rear sprocket is a 42-tooth sprocket. It's supposed to be a 43, so it'll still be geared just a little bit on the high side. Don't care about that for now. We're just gonna do this front one because it's so easy. Try and do this in about 15 minutes, maybe half an hour. We'll see how it goes, right? So the first thing you do here, because we have a smaller sprocket going on, it's gonna take away half a tooth of tension on the chain. So you go to the back, you check the marks, you gotta make sure you have lots of adjustment left. And as you can see here, I got tons. And so, yeah, we're good to go. I'm gonna see if we can just quickly whip this sprocket out of here. I've heard that these nuts can be super duper tight. We'll see how this goes, so let's get started. All right, looks to be just 2 bolts. What am I missing? Oh, another bolt. I just need to figure out how to get it out of here. Oh, pull. There we go. So I lifted the back tire and I spun this around to get this stake to the top. You can see how this is staked. It just prevents this nut from coming loose. All you gotta do, take a chisel and just do that. And then you take a punch and you unstake it. And now the hard part is getting this nut off. Or I guess we'll see about that. This nut, in my experience, can be super, super tight on some motorcycles. So we go to this side, put a bit of tension on it, and then we'll use the back brake. I'm not confident at all, but here we go. Okay, that nut was basically loose. That can't be good. That was very loose. I barely even pulled on it. Torque is supposed to be 72 foot-pounds. I used a 1 1/16 socket. I'll put the metric equivalent on the screen. That's all I have, it fits well. So there we go. Now all we gotta do is loosen off the adjuster. We just have a circlip here, which is in rough shape. I should probably put a new one in. Again, we've got our 1 1/16 socket here. So on the other side, we have 19 mil, which is exactly the same as 3/4 for those of you working in standard. And that was not very tight either. That can't be good. So we'll loosen that off a bit. We're gonna give ourselves a bit of slack here. I thought we could get away without doing it. But what we'll do is loosen off the actual adjuster for the chain and we'll screw it in. We're going pretty far here. You can see the gap I built. I think we're gonna need a lot of room to play around. Same with this side. All right, nice little gap here. And what we'll do, you can see how loose that chain's gotten. We're gonna push it down and get ourselves some slack in here. Let's see what happens. Need more slack. There we go. That can come out. And that one can go in. There we go. There we go. All right, torquing time. Okay, we're gonna do the rear brake trick. Hopefully our rear brakes are strong enough. 72 foot-pounds. There it is. Let's bend that tab over like before. Doesn't take much, folks. Just as long as you fold something over evenly on side to side. All right, we were at the second notch. but we're already past it, and you can see the chain is still slack, so got a little ways to go here. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, the trick to KLRs, I'm told, is who cares about the spec? Just pull up on the chain. If you can pull up a bit of tension, you can just barely touch that guard right here where it's touching on the rubber. You're good to go. That's all you need to do. Like that. Now the torque wrench. These are 78 inch-pounds. Check, check. We're testing a whole crap load of things today. We've got the new gearing. We've got my new Sena attached. That's where the audio's coming from. We'll see how the audio does. These things have wicked voice cancellation. So sprocket that. We've got my new riding jacket. Look at that thing. Hawk, no, HWK, no, H, whatever. It's on the screen here. It's my $94 Amazon experiment. And so far, it is amazing. The quality, anyway. And also here, my phone charger. This was like $10 on Amazon. It plugged into the accessory plug that was already on the bike. So my phone's being charged. Oh, and also, my quad lock. Got it for free from a buddy who got it for free with a set of saddlebags he bought on Marketplace. Right. All I had to do is buy the phone case. So, and it's the, you can see here it's kind of jiggling around. It's got the shock mount, right? We'll see how the Sena does. New gearing. Let's see how the gearing is. It already seems a little bit better when we start off in first gear. We're going to idle out of here. My stupid loud exhaust pipe's way too loud. I don't know where we'll go. Let's go up the mountain the quick way behind the golf course. Okay, here we go. You know, from 15 teeth to 16 teeth, not really that, no, 16 to 15, not that big of a change percentage-wise, what, 6? It always, but it seems to be such a big difference, though. I don't know why that small a difference of ratio can make such a big difference in the way it feels, but it already does. All right, I like this bike. You know, it's very comfortable. Hi, Harley. Car. Okay, this gearing's way better. Like, way better, but I like it better already. I'm in high gear already. 5th gear, you can just puddle along here. With the 16 tooth, you'd be kind of chugging, but I'm going 65k an hour, 2500. This is like a little in-town putting around, and I run in high gear. Does that make much of a difference? Not really. Oh well. Just going to show you how quick it is to get up the mountain. You look up there on the horizon, you see all those houses. That's basically where we're going. I mean, this is only like 100 or a 60 zone, but just want to test out this Sena's microphone just so that we can, you know, for future videos, right? Let's see if this works. I'm actually just using my iPhone voice memo recorder. That's all I'm doing. That's where my audio goes on. I got my bike trip coming up with all my buddies later this month. They're all on sport bikes. So, well, 2 of them are. One of them's on a Harley. Maybe I can keep up to the guy on the Harley. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, we're almost there. You can see here's the side of the mountain. This is where the big forest fire blew through last summer. All the dead trees up there. I don't know. See how far we can get. Chug, chug, chug. This thing is like a tractor. This is 2nd gear right here. I mean, it's still geared tall. Don't get me wrong. This ain't no dirt bike. But it feels good. This is 1st gear. Oh, you know, I like this bike. Well, that seems like a bunch of glass that I should avoid. The sparkly stuff. These are homeless people living up here on the mountain, to be honest. Definitely wasn't going this fast with my daughter on the back. The amount of tractor torque this thing has, I'm in 2nd gear. Listen to it, it's crazy. So fun. More 2-wheeled enthusiasts dead ahead. Never been up here before, not this side of the mountain. There's freaking roads that go everywhere. Crazy. Got stuck in a rut right there.
I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just following the road. We'll see if this goes anywhere exciting. Left, right, both? I don't know. Let's go here. No idea what to expect. Good, it's grass where all the forest fire rolled through. Kind of crazy. This was all on fire back here. Fork in the road. This probably just joins there. Yeah, not too serious. Seem to be climbing a bit. There's the lake. We're like heading north suddenly here. Oh, and there's a track that goes that way. Cattle guard. I think I had my V-Strom up here once, and it was not a pleasant ride. That thing was a big, heavy beast with tires that weren't really meant for this, whereas this is much better. Okay, bit of a view. So one thing about this jacket is it has a liner inside of it, and it's starting to get a little bit warm out, so I probably should have taken that liner out. But that's okay, you know, a bit of sweating won't hurt anybody. Isn't that nice? I wonder if this road goes all the way through to the other side. Oh, there's a stop sign. Provincial Park Boundary Park closed. Entry prohibited. Do not enter. Minimum fine $115, hey? Oh well. This one is the one at the top of Sidley Mountain. I knew there was a park up here somewhere. Neutral. Turn this beast around. Got it in a rut. Oh. Provincial Park. Who knew there was a provincial park up there? Oh, look at that nice little view there. Beautiful view. Heading back down. Assuming I can just go straight ahead here. The opposite direction of the fork I took into here. Because that's the road I took up here. Right down there. Maybe one day I'll learn these trails. I guess that just means I get to do this more. Anyway, the other thing here is my charger is working. My phone's charging. That's good. Because with this quad lock, if my phone screen's on the whole time and we're on a motorcycle trip and I've got the map up, it'd go dead pretty fast if I didn't have that, right? Look, I'm just assuming I'm taking the correct way out of here. That's what's happening. The other thing I gotta do one of these days is take my muffler apart, buy some packing, put some new packing into it, quiet it down a bit. I also gotta check to make sure there's a spark arrestor in it. Technically need one if you're on an off-road trail. Legally, if you want to start a fire, it gets really dry up here. This is actually a desert, folks. A legit, for real desert. You can tell by the sagebrush and all the crazy little cactus-y like plants. I wonder where I am now. Seems awful high here. Do I want to actually go down that? Oh sure, why not? That was a bit of a... Okay, this is sketchy. Can't say I've ever taken the KLR down the hill like that before. Whew, that was a little sketchy. Just kind of popped out of nowhere. Whew, well, I guess we're good. Assuming that's the road back down. Oh yeah, I think I know where I am. I took the kids up here last year on a hike. Pretty sure this is the trail back down. Alright, so that whole time we were still in first and second gear, so it's not like it makes a huge difference, but I think it's just enough that it's better. If I was just going to do trail riding, I'd probably put a 14 tooth on the front. But would that even make a big difference? I don't know. Keep in mind I still have a 42 toother on the back. Stock is 43, so it is technically geared up slightly from stock, but one down on the back sprocket really doesn't make much of a difference. Maybe we have a race on our hands here with this little Volkswagen. Maybe he seems to be driving fairly aggressively, so even though this is an old crappy KLR, bet you I could beat him. I guess I always thought that this KLR would be a slow dog, but at the end of the day, it still is a motorcycle, right? Still fast, quick, maybe up to like 90 or 100K. I could probably own somebody like in a Volkswagen like that, but obviously above that, yeah, no, there's no point. Anyway, here we are. We're almost home. Literally, folks, this is how close I live to that ride. We're at 26 minutes since I hit record on the audio, and that was our entire ride, including leaving right from the garage. So I love it. I love living that close to that mountain over there. Have like half an hour, jump on the bike, go for a rip, try not to crash.
First thing I'm gonna do is just make sure our chain tension's still good. Oh, a bit of pressure comes up to the thing. Our chain tension's still perfect. So after doing anything like this, what we've done here with the sprocket, right in there, it's good to do that. Yeah, so conclusion, riding jacket good. Too hot with a liner in, but we'll fix that by taking the liner out. Phone charger good, quad lock good. Sena, I guess we'll see in the audio, but I'm assuming good because Senas are always good. Yeah, I guess that's it. Hope you found this meaningful or at least mildly entertaining. I will see you next time.